What if I told you there's a legal way to invest, grow your money tax-free, and spend it tax-free, yet 90% of Americans either ignore it or use it the wrong way? It's called a health savings account, HSA, and today I'm going to show you how to turn it into your stealth wealth machine. Most people think HSAs are just for paying medical bills, but that's the smallest benefit. Let me show you how an HSA can help you become a millionaire. An HSA is available if you have a high deductible health plan, but it's not just about covering your doctor's visits. Here's why it's a secret weapon. It is triple tax advantaged. You get a tax deduction when you contribute, your money grows tax-free inside the account, and then withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are tax-free again. It's basically a Roth IRA for your medical expenses, but only if you know how to use it right. Here's where most people go wrong. They spend from it too soon on small expenses instead of letting it grow for decades. And if you want to unlock a hidden HSA loophole that even most financial advisors miss, here's how you can squeeze an extra $1,000 into your HSA account every year. Let's talk about contribution limits. You're definitely going to want to hear this. In 2025, individuals can contribute $4,300. For families, you can sock away $8,550. And if you or your spouse is 55 or older, you can each add an extra $1,000 as a catch-up. But here's the loophole most people miss. If you're maxing out a family plan through work, your spouse can also contribute their $1,000, but only if they open a separate HSA account. That's right, your household can sneak an extra $1,000 per year by simply opening up that second account. But before you go all in on your HSA, here's something most people miss, especially if you live in a few unlucky states. If you live in California or New Jersey, this might catch you off guard. These states don't follow the federal tax rules for HSAs. They tax your HSA's interest, dividends, and capital gains every year. Even worse, you can't deduct your HSA contributions from your state income taxes either. Yeah, it's a bit of a buzzkill. Now, does that mean you should entirely avoid HSAs? Honestly, no. The federal tax benefits are still incredibly powerful, and for many people, they far outweigh the state level downsides. But it's important that you factor that in, and trust me, most people never even realize this until it's too late. Moral of the story, always check your state's rules, because sometimes Uncle Sam and your state just don't agree. Now here's where the real wealth hack comes in. This one move can literally turn your medical bills into a retirement goldmine. And it's one of the most common pitfalls we see with HSAs. Think about this. Most people swipe their HSA debit card the minute they get a bill. And I get why you would do that, and that's cool, but what if you didn't? Here's a smarter play. You pay those medical expenses out of pocket today without touching your HSA. Meanwhile, you let your HSA stay fully invested, growing tax-free for years or even decades. Then in the future, whether it's next year, in retirement, or 30 years from now, you can reimburse yourself tax-free from the HSA using those old receipts. Here's why this is genius. You get decades of tax-free growth. You lock in those reimbursements as a future payday, and you stay in control of when you take the cash. It's like building a secret tax-free slush fund you can tap anytime on your terms. Here's where it gets exciting. Let me show you exactly how your HSA can quietly grow into 7 figures while you sleep. Now here's the key. You don't spend it. You invest the money in mutual funds or ETFs within your HSA because yes, most HSAs let you do that once you reach a certain balance. If you average just a 7% return over 30 years, here's what happens. Your HSA could grow to around $970,000, nearly $1 million, and all of it could be tax-free if used for qualified medical expenses. Think about that. Almost $1 million in an account most people barely think about. This is how smart investors use HSAs to pay for healthcare and even boost their retirement spending. Here's why the HSA is the ultimate retirement tool. You can use it tax-free for Medicare premiums, long-term care, dental, vision, and more. Once you hit age 65, you can withdraw that money for anything you'd like, and they treat it like a traditional IRA. But you only pay regular income tax without any penalties. You can even use it to pay for long-term care insurance. Still think your HSA is just for doctor visits? Think again. This account can quietly grow into your biggest retirement ally, but only if you use it right. Start now, max it out, invest, let it grow. If this video opened your eyes, drop a money sign in the comments and smash that like button to help others discover this strategy. Until next time, keep stacking wealth and keep crushing your financial goals.